Hey guys, we're back.
Hello.
Back from well, we're not all back from Amsterdam. Hey to Michael, you're still there.
Yes, indeed.
Guys, hasn't it been such an amazing weekend in Amsterdam? Loads of Team Eurovoxx were there, actually, 8 of us. You can't all join us tonight for the live chat. Guys, if you're watching us, we probably look awful because we're so tired. It's exhausting, but we've had the most amazing weekend. Guys, I'm going to put you on the spot. What were your highlights from Eurovision concerts? That's what we're talking about. So I'm going to go down the line. Chris, go for it.
It has to be seeing Serhat. I'm meeting Serhat. That's my highlight.
Clara.
I don't only look awful, I also sound awful. Just imagine the level of exhaustion. So for me, actually, Serhat, as I sound like Serhat now, was also a surprise because I didn't expect him to be so energetic, such an energetic performer. I was also surprised with Hattari because they do bring on stage what they promise.
Ooh.
And Lake Malawi too.
Jess.
My highlight was definitely seeing Serhat perform and meeting Serhat as well.
Michael.
So my surprise was Mickey from Spain, who actually made all the stadium dance and shout and just jump and enjoy the moment.
Am I allowed to be greedy, guys? Can I have 3?
Why not?
I had 3.
Okay, so Netherlands, Duncan Lawrence performance was amazing. The arena, like it went quiet. Oh God, you know that everyone was feeling that song. Luca Honey's dancing. I love seeing him dancing live on stage. Man, he can dance. He needs to teach me some moves. I'd love to be able to dance like that. But I have to say, meeting Yonida Malici, highlight of my weekend. I love that woman so much, and so honoured to see her perform that song as well. Guys, we have to go to the live chat quickly. There's so many people in here tonight. Hello, if you're joining us in the live chat. Hello to Bjorn G. Hello to Serdian from Serbia. How you doing? And Navena was great at Eurovision in concert. Thomas B, hello to you. ESCNL. You're saying the best was Netherlands and Serbia. Most improved was Belgium. And you were disappointed with Armenia and Greece. So we'll talk about those countries shortly. Hello to Pascal Wienhuis. Let us know where you're from. And you were waiting for us to do a live review. Well, here we are, Pascal. Thanks for joining us. Tom Stevenson, hello to you. Greek Dynasty. Sean O'Mahony, you want to know our opinions on Ireland, so we'll come back to Ireland shortly. Greek Dynasty, you're saying Albania was the best with Netherlands and Israel. Daniel from Moscow, hello to you. Thank you for joining us all the way from Russia. Yes, hey people, hello to you. Hey, we do have some Serhat fans, but Serhat is like a king. He's amazing. Peacemaker, how did the Netherlands do? Amazing. I think is the answer we're probably all going to give you. Daniel, you love Tulia and Duncan. Zara M, hello to you. You loved Albania. She did sound great. Serdian, Poland was your grower. Jay Santos, hello to you from Portugal. Vadim Gruzdes from Moldova. Hello to Moldova. Let us know where in Moldova. I've been to Moldova, Vadim, so let us know where you're from. Roos Marai, hello to you, Roos Marai. I was thinking about you last night because I was thinking how nice it would be for you to have been able to go to the concert, but there's always next year. Gex72, you're an Albania supporter. Jurgen, Albania. Well, lots of love for Albania in the live chat. We're going to talk about Albania later. Someone asked us for opinions on Ireland, first of all. So Sarah McTurnham. And Jess has disappeared. I'm not sure where she's gone. She's back.
She's here now.
Yes, we missed you. We missed you. But Ireland, guys.
What happened?
Ireland. Tell us about Ireland, Jess. What do you think of Sarah's performance?
So for me, Sarah's performance didn't really excite me very much. I thought it was kind of very safe, very kind of. It just, for me personally, the song doesn't really go anywhere and it doesn't really appeal to me. very much, and I kind of felt, I don't want to say it was boring, but it just didn't excite me like some of the others did. But her voice was good, though. Her vocals are very good.
Yeah, people have different opinions on Island Song. I think it's a really sweet song. It's one that I've been listening to since it was released. I can't remember what, six weeks ago, maybe. And I thought she did well. We unfortunately didn't get to meet her at the press event, but hopefully we'll get to meet her in London or Madrid. I'm not sure if she's going to Madrid. But Chris, what did you think?
I liked her energy. She came on this. She came jumping onto the stage, and she was very excited and very happy to be there. I liked the song, but it's a bit forgettable for me. That's what I kind of found about it. It wasn't my highlight, and it wasn't the best for me. But it's a good song, and I'm hoping for a qualification from, but I can't see it personally.
In a smaller venue, in a bar, like a kind of bar gig, I think that could do really well and could get the crowd moving. But this was a really big venue, so I think it was not the right audience.
Guys, we need some love for Clara. She's really not feeling well after this heavy weekend. Someone, Toma Saka, you're asking if Kobe from Israel was in Amsterdam. He was. Michael, tell us about Kobe's performance, because he kicked the night off with respect to the 2019 artists.
Yes, so Kobe was the first artist to perform, what was a really surprise for me, because I don't think that's a song you want to start this concert. But Kobe had a problem. I think it was an earphone problem, and all the media already in Israel talked about the problems Kobe had and what's gonna happen on Eurovision stage, and he can make it again. But you know, the crowd really liked him. I heard some voices say that this live performance was even better than the studio one. And I was really happy with this performance. I think he showed us all that his vocals is his forte, his strongest thing, and we can be 100% sure that vocally he will be on point.
I have to say I loved his performance. When I first saw the song, I find it hard to explain. There's a part at the end of the song that literally gives me shivers. It's not a key change, but it's like the chord structure changes slightly. I'm so bad at explaining myself.
Andy, if you remember, and everyone who watched Eurovoxx channel, we talked about when Kobe was selected that he has this kind of magical, powerful voice that sometimes it sounds like a prayer. And that's exactly what it do. It does you goosebumps, so you feel like something energetic in his voice.
Jay Santos, you're asking, do I really think Luca Honey has to teach me some dance moves? I have to teach Luca some of my moves. I don't think he would appreciate that. But thank you. Quite a few people asking us if Katerina was sick. So I'm going to put it on the record that she did tell me she wasn't feeling very well. So I know some people are saying it's an excuse. I don't think it was, because she did say to me personally that she wasn't feeling very well. So it's not made up, guys. She wasn't feeling her best. So sending a lot of love to Katerina. I hope she gets better soon. And we can hear that great voice live again. But opinions on Greece. Try not to touch too much on the vocals, guys, because she wasn't feeling her best. But
I don't think it was also. I think also her microphone was very saturated, so the volume on the microphone was not the right one for her voice. So I don't think it was her voice, because for me she sounded okay. She sounded quite okay, considering she was sick. And then she said she was going to improvise her staging, because obviously they can't show anything. So I think she did a really good performance overall. Like, she was playing with this kind of cape she was supporting, and I like that.
Sweet E is asking what we thought of Novena from Serbia. Jess, I'm going to give this one to you because I know how much you love that song.
Yeah, I mean, vocally, Novena pulled it out of the bag. And I would say probably one of the best vocals of the night. for me personally, and I feel that she managed to kind of fill the whole kind of arena, the whole stage with her voice and her stage presence. The song I think is really good, but I do feel like it's kind of very repetitive and the same things are being repeated and doesn't really go anywhere. But her vocals, wow.
Oh, she's an outstanding vocalist. Unfortunately, we didn't get to meet her. Thomas B is asking who we did meet or who we did interviews with during the press event. So we spoke to, I think most of them are up on the channel. There's still a few more to come, but Clara, we spoke to, or you spoke to Mickey.
I spoke to Mickey and I spoke to Lake Malawi.
And we also spoke to Serbuk from Armenia, did an interview with her. She's very sweet. Also, Papoy Yotzi or Yotzi Papoy, whichever way you want to say it. He's like my Eurovision hero. He's magical to talk to. He doesn't speak English, so you have a translator. But he's just got this aura about him, and you know, he's so humble. D-Mole, we spoke to the guys from D-Mole. They're so much fun. Love talking to them. Clara?
Katarina Duska just mentioned us on Instagram, talking about her.
Yeah, well, we spoke to Katarina Duska as well. There was an interview with her. She wasn't feeling well yesterday, but she did so great with her interview. She embraced everyone at the press event, as she has done since she was selected. She's really kind of embraced the Eurovision community, and I always have a lot of respect for people that do that. We spoke to Yonida as well, Yonida Malici, and the man Duncan Lawrence as well. How could we forget?
Yes, indeed.
So yeah, so those are the interviews that we did. We're going to be in London though this weekend, so we'll hopefully be getting some more interviews for you guys. Olympic Song Contest, we didn't get to talk to Tulia, but if you watch any of our interviews, you can hear them singing in the background because everyone that spoke to them was getting them to recreate this amazing sound that they have. Let's talk about Tulia's performance at Eurovision in concert, guys.
They did sound like the record, like the studio version. They're so on point, so on key, and the outfits are beautiful.
It was insane. Like when you're standing in the arena at a concert, you never hear what people watching a live stream or a TV show hear. That the sound is always so different. In the arena, it sounded like you were listening to the studio version. And Chris, I remember I said to you in the arena, it's just like listening to it on Spotify.
Yeah, their voices were so powerful. They filled that arena, and the reaction they got from the audience just proved how good they are. And come Tel Aviv, when they're going to have, if they have props, or they're going to move around a bit more. I think this is going to surprise many and qualify. I think.
I actually think it will be a surprise as well. It's you didn't get any clues with any of the acts how they're going to stage their songs, and I still think we might get a surprise with Tulia. Obviously, they were just kind of lined up. They all stood very still with the microphones. I'm not sure if that's what they're going to do in Tel Aviv. I think they have something up their sleeve. They come across as a bit cheeky, if that makes any sense. So I think they're going to shock us when it comes to Tel Aviv. But guys in the live chat, you seem to have loved Tulia's performance. Hey People is asking about Leonora from Denmark. You thought she was really good last night. Any fans of Denmark song amongst us?
Chris, you had
right here.
Jess.
I love the song. Such a sweet, kind of lovely, catchy, sing-alongable, that's even a word, song. And I thought she did really well on stage.
She's a really sweet girl as well. She was at the after party. She was meeting all of the fans, having a photo taken. I'll be honest, I wasn't sure about the woolly hat. You know, she's got a very distinctive. She's got a very distinctive look. Deep is saying the underrated songs were better than popular ones. Belarus, Poland, Norway, and Serbia were the best. Someone's asking us about Belarus. Actually, anyone got any feedback on Belarus's performance?
I think she was very much into tune, and like she hit all the high notes. And I was surprised by high pitch of her voice and hitting everything. Sorry.
I'd agree with Clara.
I have to say, Clara, Jay Santos is sending you a hug. He says he can't make you better, but he's sending you a hug.
Thank you.
Question for Chris specifically. Will you, I don't even know what this says, will you cover Gwylio am Seren?
Gwylio am Seren is the Welsh national final, yes. I intend to, yes. It's for Junior Eurovision. Gwylio am Seren.
Well, great news that Wales are coming back. I know you're a happy man.
Oh, yes, definitely. Cymru and Biff.
I can't read the name in the live chat because I think it's in Hebrew. But someone asking what we think of Kobe from Israel. So I love the performance. It's grown a lot for me since seeing him perform it live. There were some problems with his inner ear, I think, at the start. Can we talk about Yonida? We have to talk about Yonida. Michael, Yonida's performance. A lot of people loving the performance yesterday.
About Yonida, you know, I can't really say too much because I think she's a professional. She gave the best. Personally, I don't quite like this song. I think it's a little bit depressing, but as a musician, she's great. She's amazing. She did like 100%.
And her voice is insane, isn't it? She's, like you said, she's a true professional. But I don't think she knows how good she is.
Yeah, I got that feeling when you were talking to her at the press center because she's so down to earth and so charming. And when she was delivering this performance, for me, it was amazing. It was intense. It was the melody is so exotic and tribal. I don't know. I just got very drawn into her performance.
Kaolan M, hello to you. You're saying that you loved the cannons in Serhat's performance. Right, Chris, Jess, go on, talk about Serhat. I'm going to stay quiet.
I mean, Serhat is a legend. And when he comes on stage, he's full of charisma and I want to say power. And he just he gives you a show. And it's just amazing to watch. And he's just so endearing. And yeah, he's just amazing.
I'd have to agree with Jess. You got the sense from the audience. He didn't get the biggest cheer, but he certainly got a massive cheer when he finished his song, and when he was singing his song, everybody was going crazy for it because it's just a fun song, simple. You know, I don't think it's meant to be serious or it's meant to kind of intend to win the contest. It's just all about fun, and Serhat portrays that really well, and it was very nice to see during the after party. Serhat came out again. He performed his previous Eurovision entry, and he performed this year's Eurovision entry as well, and it was absolutely amazing. He's such a showman, and he made sure he introduced himself to everybody, and he was shaking hands and hugging people. He's a legend. Jess has put it right. He's a legend.
I have to say hello again to ESC-NL because apparently you saw me yesterday. Did we talk? I don't know. We met so many people yesterday. I can't remember everyone's names, but it's so nice to meet you all. And also someone else saw us in the live chat. Let me just have a look. I can't find a message now. Tom VDB, you saw us as well yesterday. Did you come and talk to us though, Tom? But thank you to anyone that did come and talk to us. We really did love meeting you guys. Tom is saying that his favourite was Belgium and Serbia. So Belgium, Chris, that's one of your favourites this year.
Yes, I do. Again, it was you can't really knock Belgium. I don't think he gave his best performance yesterday. I just it was good. It was really good, but I just think he's probably saving it for the semi-finals and finals. He didn't seem that confident on the night to me. But I do love the song, and it is outstanding.
There's different opinions about Serhat in the live chat. Some people think it's not a very serious song, but Rick Flash, you think it's such an uplifting Eurovision song, and it is uplifting. You can't not have fun when you're watching that song. Clara Yaman in the live chat is also feeling a bit sick as well. So
we can feel sick together.
He's with you tonight. CR7, hello to you. Your favourite was Poland. You thought it was perfect. Their vocals were out of this world. I don't think I've ever heard anyone whose vocal sounds exactly like the studio version, and it kind of sends a feeling through your body when you hear them. It's unique, like the sound that they give. Hey People is saying that Daddy Serhat will qualify. Hello to George Ara from Greece. Hello to you. We enjoyed watching, or I enjoyed watching Katerina Dushka, even though she wasn't very well yesterday. So sending lots of love to Katerina. Hope she gets well soon. But guys in the live chat, did you all watch the live stream last night? We'd love to know if there were any other performances that you want us to talk about. Should we talk about Luca Honey, because you know he's second favorite this year, and there's kind of lots of expectation about what he was going to do. Michael, what did you think?
I think that Luca Honey showed us all yesterday why did he pass Sergei Lazarev from Russia, and that's because he has everything. This man has a really great package. He has a good voice.
You can't say that.
He has good moves. He knows how to dance. And he showed us all that he can do it. He can manage it live on stage. It's not just, you know, nice radio-friendly hit. It's something that people will dance, will shout, will jump in the air, and he blown my mind away. Like, I was blown away.
Jess, I saw you getting down to Luca Honey in the arena.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those songs that just, when it's played to such a large audience, it's just gonna make the whole audience kind of erupt. And he proved last night why he's one of the favourites to win. It was an outstanding performance, and I expect him to do very well.
Clara, are you going to join me trying to recreate his dance moves?
Oh yes, yeah. But I really loved seeing his dance moves live, because I was always under the impression that the video clip was sped slightly, so it looked everything like super sharp. But maybe it's like normal speed, and he's just a really good dancer, as we could see on stage.
Chris, I think were you going to say something?
No, Dave, I can't really add any more, because I agree with every single one you said. His performance was slick. His considering how much moving around he did, he managed to nail it vocally as well, and the reaction from the audience got. And I expect when it comes to Tel Aviv, he's going to add even more to the stage with the staging. So yeah, he deserves to be the second kind of place, kind of in the bookies' odds at the moment.
Yeah, and he performed second from last. So he performed just before Duncan, and you know, two totally different performances. But I have to say, as soon as Luca Honey moves, the crowd goes crazy. So you know, it's going to be as much about the performance as it is the song. And we didn't get any hints, apart from the dancing, we didn't get any hints about the staging. But in my head, I'm thinking he's going to be kind of recreating the video on stage, and I don't think that would be a bad thing, because it's a really slick video. Roos Marai, you're asking us about the Netherlands. We touched on it. But guys, we have to talk about Duncan Lawrence. So much expectation on this guy, on his shoulders. But he's so calm. When we spoke to him, Clara, he's so calm about it all.
Yeah, he was enjoying being there. He was just being super genuine and nice to everyone. And I think that is part of his charm, that when he sings, you can really understand, you can really connect with him, because he's a very approachable person.
Michael, what did you think of his performance last night?
I think Duncan, as I said it to you before, Duncan is the real surprise of this year. He was picked internally. He was criticized by, I think, almost everyone in the Netherlands why they picked him, because he's not famous. And what does he knows, or what does he have that others don't? And I think yesterday we all saw exactly why they picked him with this song. This guy can sing, and I think everyone was with shivers. And I really liked his performance. I really think he's gonna win. He's the winner of this year. There's no doubt for me.
You're calling it now, Michael. You're calling it now, Jess.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with what Michael said, actually. And I kind of feel like Duncan kind of created a moment on stage similar to what Salvador did a couple of years ago. And I have the same feeling that the Netherlands could go down the same route to Eurovision this year. Because, I mean, the performance is stunning. And his vocals and everything, it's so simple, yet so kind of striking. And I think the Netherlands are in for a good result this year.
Can I just say, Clara, I was really worried then that you just clapped.
No, but I really need to lie down. I hope guys in the
we're sending you lots of love, Clara. Chris, for me, watching Duncan's performance, it was kind of like the audience became one in a weird kind of way. That makes sense to people.
No, it does. It almost felt like everybody held their breath together when it started. As weird as it sounds, the whole arena went dead quiet when he started to sing, and then the first few chords that came in, you had the kind of ghost pimples, and just his performance yesterday really soaked the song for me, and it does deserve to win, and I can see why it can and should win, to be honest.
It's a magical song. I don't say that about many songs, but there's a magic to it. Zara M wants to know what we think about Armenia. So Sabuk performed quite early on, I think, in the evening. I'll start with this one, guys. I was maybe a little bit disappointed with the performance. I was probably expecting a bit more from her. It might have been nerves. I think we've said all along that with Armenia, the staging is going to be so important. And we know how well the Armenians can stage an entry. So as long as she can work on those vocals, it's going to have great staging. But last night, a little bit disappointed for me. Has anyone else got any thoughts on Armenia?
I was very impressed that she could hit the really high notes and she was so into the tune.
I want to tell something about Armenia. There is one important thing that sometimes artists and countries forget about. You can't make a video for your song that you know for sure that the live performance will be less interesting, will be less impressive like the video. And that's what happened here. The video is amazing. We see all those effects. There is a lot of use of many editing programs, and then comes the live stage, the live performance, and you say, what happened? Where all the magic went away?
I think with a song like this, it's because it's a song where you need dances, you need other things going on. It's not a song that you can perform solo.
She has 30 dancers. She has 30 dancers in the video clip. It's not going to happen in Eurovision.
No, but at Eurovision she will have dancers, I imagine. I don't think she's going to be performing solo. The disadvantage at something like Eurovision in concert is the acts are there by themselves, so they haven't got all the staging around them. But I think she will improve as time goes on. But a lot of people disagreeing with what I'm saying. They thought she was really good. Vanya is asked, we have to talk about this. We have to talk about Iceland.
Oh, yeah.
Go on, Clara. I know you love this one.
If I can talk, someone please start.
I have to say that there's so much excitement about seeing these guys in the arena. Chris, we were going crazy down there with our glow sticks.
Literally, honestly, I can genuinely say, if the Netherlands don't win this, Iceland will. This is not my sort of music at all, but even I was jumping up and jumping. And again, the first few chords of when they started, everybody went wild, and they didn't have all the effects they had in the Icelandic national final, but they didn't need it. They just performed so well. And there's something I want to say about the guys. We saw them in the after party, and they were probably the most humblest, friendliest, nicest people you could ever met. They spent hours with the fans having pictures taken. There were children there, and they were taking pictures. So don't jump by cover. I say these are absolutely lovely guys, and they deserve to kind of do really well for Iceland. But saying that, the song and performance was absolutely terrific. I just can't say anything else more positive because it was so good.
Yeah, I love that they're so committed to the performance and the characters they've created for this performance, and they're in character most of the time. And I really like how, as you well said, Chris, they didn't have all of the props. There were just two people on stage, but you could feel that energy that is so hattari. And I really like their track, and I really can get behind like the techno beat, even if it's not what I usually do.
Rick Flash is saying you don't get the hype about Iceland. All I can say from being in the arena was like the crowd went crazy for Hattery. Probably one of the most, well, it's always going to be a memorable performance. You're never going to forget watching them perform. But I think it's probably one of my favourites of the evening. Someone was asking us about Belgium and Elliot. Toaster Wolf, you're saying you were really proud of Elliot. Chris, I think we've mentioned Belgium already, but
yeah,
thoughts on Elliot quickly.
Yeah, I just said he didn't just. The song was really good. But he just didn't come a lot. He didn't appear as confident as he kind of should have, in my opinion. But it's a great song, and I think he's terrific. And I'll be supporting Belgium anyway.
George, Ari, you're asking us about Greece again. I think all we can say about Greece is Katerina's a star. She's got a really distinctive voice. She wasn't very well last night at the concert, so I have to say, you know, when you go out on stage, you're not feeling your best, but you still give it 100%. And I think that's what she did. So maybe not the performance, you know, that she would be most proud of, but I think she's going to pull it off in Tel Aviv.
I don't think she sounded that bad as everyone is saying. I think she sounded really good.
Yeah, in the arena, she did sound good. I think I'll probably listen to what some of the people are saying that watch the live stream. But you know, I really enjoyed watching her. It's the first time we got to see her perform it live as well. So I was quite excited about seeing. You know, it's a radio song. There's no doubt about that. But when someone like her can pull it off live as well, I think that's a great feat, and I think it's going to do really well in Tel Aviv.
Yeah,
go on, Chris.
What I was going to say in regards to the performances of some of these artists, don't forget it's just one concert of many before the Eurovision, so things will change. They might give a better performance one time than another, and you know it's not to be taken really serious in regards to how they're going to perform on the Eurovision. I don't know how it's going to be portrayed, so in regards to some of the negativity, don't take it literally. It's just one performance.
Jay Santos. You're not an Iceland fan, obviously. You say that even Clara singing today.
What?
Was that someone's phone on? Even Clara singing today would have better tone than Hatari last night. I don't know if someone's got the video playing. I'll get some feedback. It might just be me. Let's just quickly talk about the concert and the organisation overall, because last year when they did it in the arena.
Okay, now somebody, yeah, I'm getting the feedback.
Yeah,
Michael.
The video playing, Michael.
The feedback about the concert?
No.
The feedback when we talk.
Yeah.
Can
sound feedback. Have you got the video playing? It's gone now. It's gone. But yeah, the organisation, the show last year was insane when they moved to AFAS Live Arena. So happy that they went back there this year. And there's always so much expectation about this concert, and the atmosphere is insane, Chris, isn't it? What a great party atmosphere.
It was, and I've said for those who cannot go to Eurovision itself, or they can't get tickets or can't afford it, this is the perfect place to go. It's like watching a mini Eurovision in itself. The atmosphere is incredible. The atmosphere is very friendly and very partyish, and the organisers, in all fairness, they need to be commended. They did a fantastic job. They genuinely did. Like you can't if you applaud them that. They covered all angles, you know, before all the artists started. You had special guest Dana International, and you had many others from the year. So they really, really did put on a great show. They really did, and they are to be commended for it.
And it's not easy to put on one of these events, and these guys put so much work into it. So we do have to applaud the organisers of Eurovision in concert. We loved going last year. We loved it this year even more, and we're already looking forward to next year. If there is one, because will there be one if the Netherlands win Eurovision? We don't know. Guys, sorry, I know you're commenting on the feedback noise. It's gone. If you can still hear it, let us know. But hopefully it won't come back. So sorry about that. Someone is asking about the reception for the UK. Jess, over to you.
Yeah, I thought Michael got quite a good reception, actually. His performance, for me personally, I thought was really good, and his vocals were really good, and he hit the high notes really well, which for me kind of I think is a good omen of what's to come in Tel Aviv. But I think the people kind of reacted to Michael quite well, actually, and they kind of got behind him, and he got quite a good reaction, I think.
I'll tell you what I liked about Michael last night is that he was himself, and he was kind of moving around the stage a lot. He was enjoying it. You know, some people will stand on stage with a mic and sing a ballad. They'll stand in the same spot. He was all over the stage, and I really enjoyed watching him be himself and enjoy being. He was thriving on it. Yeah, so I think a performance that the UK could be proud of, Chris.
Oh yes, and I found over the different performances he's done, he is coming across more confident every single time. From when he performed in Manchester for the national final, he looks a lot more confident and he's engaging more. And yeah, the audience did react well, and I believe Marlene said after he performed what a voice that he had. She did comment on how good his voice was. So there's not going to be any issues in how good he sounds, and he is coming across more confident as well.
Elsa Apresenta Sal, I don't know if I said your name right. I'm sorry if I haven't. You asked us about Portugal and Italy. Well, neither of them were at the concert, unfortunately, so we didn't get to see them live. However, Mahmood will be at London Eurovision party this weekend coming, so we will be able to watch him live and be able to give you some feedback. And London is a totally different kettle of fish, totally different type of venue, very small and very intimate. So we will see the performers perform in a totally different way on a really small stage. So it'll be interesting to see how the performances might differ. But guys, I know we can't wait to be there. Serdian, I think you had a comment. Azerbaijan didn't perform. No, so they weren't there. I'm not sure which parties Azerbaijan is going to. I'm not even sure if they're going to Madrid or not, or whether they're going to do some countries don't do the pre-parties. I don't think Portugal are going to any before Tel Aviv, which is a shame because we'd love to see that perform live. Rick Flash is saying, sorry.
Actually, Greece were participating for the first time, I think. Greece and Cyprus never been on pre-parties before, and seeing Greece in Netherlands was quite a surprise for me. I know because the record label, they don't want to spend money on all those pre-parties. They think it's not worth it. That's what I heard. It's not my own opinion. But I think it's really important for the artists to check themselves, to see how they perform and to learn before the big stage.
Yeah, I agree with you. And, you know, for us fans, it's great to see the acts performing. It really builds a hype for a lot of them. Rick Flash, you're asking, how do you get tickets for the London performances? They're all sold out, Rick, because the venue's a lot smaller. You have to be so fast to get the tickets for London. You may be able to go in some of the Facebook groups. One that you can try is OGAE UK. Some people might have tickets that they're not going to use and they're happy to sell, but otherwise to buy the tickets officially you won't be able to now. So sorry about that. CR7 is asking if we enjoyed Belarus this year. I thought she was really confident on stage because she's very young as well, but she came across really confident on stage. Anyone else got any other thoughts?
Sorry,
I really liked Belarus actually, and I think she performed really confidently as well, which is I think really good for someone who's so young to be on this huge kind of stage. And I think for me personally, my kind of expectation of her qualifying in Tel Aviv has gone up now after seeing her performance.
I'm hearing the noise again. So if someone's got the video playing out of us five, if they can just turn turn it off or turn it down. But yeah, no, she did a lot of highlights actually on the Facebook groups. I've noticed. I don't know where that's come from, but a lot of fans for Zena's song. Toaster Wolf, you're asking what we think about Georgia. I'm glad we're going to talk about Georgia because we haven't spoken about it yet. I thought his performance was great last night. That man can sing. His voice is insane. Jess, what did you think of Otto?
Yeah, I mean, I think when it comes to Georgia, for me, I feel like it's all about him and his vocals because he is a powerhouse on stage and he doesn't need anything else on stage with him, any kind of fancy things going on. Just him and his voice alone, for me, is just incredible to hear and to watch. And how he can kind of, reach those notes and have all that power is just incredible.
Clara, I think you could probably do a good Otto impression today.
Oh yeah. Someone has the video on, and can we please, whoever has the video on, it's kind of playing.
Michael, I think it might be you. Have you got the video playing?
No, it's not me.
No, okay. Sorry about the sound, guys.
Will you earphones in maybe or something, or?
We will try and sort it out. But no, I have to shout out to Connor from Team Eurovoxx because I think Georgia is his favourite this year. He loves it. I think we've probably covered most of the acts, so we'll probably wrap it up shortly, guys. But if you've been joining us in the live chat, thank you so much. It's been great to hear your comments. We only heard the songs in the arena, so if you're watching a live stream or the live videos, you'll have heard very different performances to what we heard. But all we can say is the atmosphere in the arena for all of these acts was insane. It was such a great atmosphere at Eurovision concert. It's nice because it was first this year. Normally London comes first, so you've got the smaller venue. Then you go to Amsterdam. It's switched this year, so it'll be interesting to see how the performances are in London. Thomas P, no, we didn't get to see any of Amsterdam apart from our apartment and the AFAS Live arena. It was a flying trip. I have been I think we've all been to Amsterdam before, and I love the city. Quickly, Sophie's asking what we thought of Austria. I'm going to say that Austria improved for me after seeing it live. Chris, what did you think of Penda's Penda?
Yeah, I always think it's Panda or Penda. Yeah, it sounded really good. Like she can nail it vocally in it. To me, she sounded very similar to her, the official video clip of what she releases, and she builds that song up. I genuinely like Austria this year, and she sounded great in the stadium.
Yeah, I think Jess, her vocals are really good.
Yeah, and I do think with Austria this year, I feel like this is a song that's going to sound better on stage than it does kind of in the studio version, because she kind of brings the song to life more when she's on the stage, and it was very pleasant to listen to as well.
Yeah, guys, before we wrap up, if you have to give your performance of the night, Chris.
Oh, wow, I've got on the spot now. Iceland.
Clara.
Spain, just because of how the arena reacted.
Jess.
Vocal-wise, I would say Julia from Poland. Atmosphere-wise, I would probably say Spain and San Marino. But then for the whole package, I would say Iceland.
Michael.
You see, Eurovision 2019, Eurovision 2020.
And I'm with you, Michael. For me, it has to be the Netherlands, and also just watching Jonida sing as well. I'm a big Albania fan, so yeah. But Netherlands was insane. You could have heard a pin drop in that arena at one point, and the audience was one as far as I'm concerned. Guys, thank you so much for joining us in the live chat. We're going to wrap up. We're so tired, so you have to forgive us. Clara's really not very well. I've got a headache. We all need to sleep. Chris has got to get up for work in about 3 hours.
Yeah.
We're going to wrap it up, and we will come back with another live at some point this week. But stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed to Eurovoxx, subscribe to the channel. We'll have more interviews coming up. We're going to be in London. We're also going to be in Madrid. Then we're going to be in Tel Aviv, obviously. So we've got so much more to bring to you guys. So thank you so much. If you're not watching this live, you can still comment under the video with your thoughts. Big thank you to the organisers of Eurovision in Concert, but also to OGAE Netherlands, who organised a great Amsterdam Calling event the night before as well. So yeah, we love you guys. Thank you so much, and we will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.